Welcome to the Idaho Business Podcast, where we talk with local entrepreneurs, share motivation, network with one another, and pick up a tip or two on how not to burn your business to the ground. I'm your host, Spencer Ward. All right, everyone, welcome back to the show. Today, I thought we'd talk about the Idaho's economic status. Excuse me, I'm still trying to get over this flu and cold. So what's really happening and where's the opportunity live? Let's talk about that today. As always, sponsored by Health West, great organization, great people. Find them closest to you, give them a visit. My company, New Clean Commercial Cleaning, servicing from Twin Falls to Rexburg. If you need any janitorial services needs, give us a call, 208-254-7070. So let's talk about the Idaho's economy. No, not headlines, not hype, but what's actually happening on the ground. We'll talk about unemployment, job growth, key industries where pressure exists and where opportunities still show up for entrepreneurs who are paying attention. If you're running a business or want to start one in Idaho, this episode is for you. So let's get into it, people. Let's start with the unemployment. Idaho's unemployment rate continues to be sit below the national average, hovering in the mid 3% range. What does that tell us? Well, it tells us something important. Most people who want to work are working. That's good news for the economy, but it creates a challenge for business owners. We're in a tight labor market, meaning employers are competing for talent. And we know this, but it's good to put the facts to the numbers here. Hiring takes longer. Retention matters more than ever. For entrepreneurs, this isn't a reason to panic. It's a reason to get sharper. Companies that win right now aren't just offering jobs. They're offering clarity, stability, and a good experience. Retention costs us a lot of money, people, if we don't have it. If we're not retaining employees and we're just cycling through them. I'm in a high turnover industry, but our turnover is a lot lower than the standard. National average, or even the standard within our local economy, but still, it dings you because you spend money, attracting these people. You spend money hiring them. You spend money training them, and then for them just to leave, it's a lot of money just walking out the door. So you got to make sure you're offering something more. Like I said, clarity, stability, good experiences, core values. What we've talked about in the past is huge. People buy into culture, and if they can get into a job, even if it's not their perfect dream job, and they're like, "Wow, these people get me. I like being here. They're fun to be around, and I enjoy this job just because of the people and the culture." That's huge. Okay. All right. So Idaho's economy, it's not relying on a single engine. Growth is spread across multiple sectors. Some of the strong areas include healthcare and social assistance, driven by population growth and an aging demographic. This is one of the largest and most consistent employment sectors in the state. We've heard over and over again the baby boomers. They're aging now, and they're going to be retiring, and that creates opportunity for, like I said, the healthcare sector, the social assistance sector, but also an opportunity for you entrepreneurs and business owners. Great opportunities of buying businesses for these baby boomers, and many of them don't even think that they can sell their company. So it's good to get out there and talk to these people and say, "Hey, what are your future plans?" Just a heads up. Okay, so the next one is construction, housing demands, commercial projects, infrastructure, all fueled by people continuing to move here. Professional and business services. So that's accounting, IT, consulting, marketing, facility services, businesses that support other businesses. The big takeaway here: Idaho's growth isn't speculative. It's needs-based. People move here, need homes, they need healthcare services and infrastructure, and businesses exist to support all of that. So let's check in on agriculture. It's a reality check, not a detour here. Idaho is huge in agriculture. We can't talk about anything without basing a little bit of the conversation along agriculture. So right now, commodity prices are low. and that's putting real pressure on Idaho farmers. Margins are tight. Input costs like fuel, fertilizer, equipment, and labor haven't dropped the ways prices have. For many producers, this is a tough cycle. That matters, but agriculture has always been cyclical. And here's the most important part for the broader economy and for entrepreneurs. When commodity prices drop, agriculture doesn't disappear. It shifts how money gets spent. Farmers may delay expansion, but they still invest in keeping operations running, maintenance and repairs, and compliance and food safety, sanitation, logistics, and efficiency. So, and that's another one. There's a lot of automation coming into agricultural markets, and they have to. If all these things are still staying high with labor prices and everything like that, they've got to do something to be able to make some kind of profit for their commodities. So while this is just this isn't a boom moment for producers, agriculture still acts as the economic infrastructure for Idaho, supporting jobs, secondary businesses, and rural communities, even during down cycles. And for entrepreneurs, the opportunity isn't in farming itself; it's in servicing the systems around it. Okay, population, income, and demand. Let's talk about that for a second. Idaho continues to attract people. Population growth drives demands for housing, retail, healthcare, trades, and local services. At the same time, household incomes in Idaho have grown faster than many other states over the past several years. See, that was new to me. That's interesting, and that's great because we need household incomes to go up for the increases of home prices and everything else. This combination matters. More people plus higher incomes equals sustained demand. That's why service-based businesses, especially B2B and service recurring revenue models, continue to perform well here. Leadership perspective. Let's get to that. Governor Brad Little has consistently framed Idaho's economy this way. He says year after year, Idaho surges ahead in job growth, household income growth, economic outlook, and fiscal responsibility. What Idaho is doing is working. So whether you agree with every policy or not, the results are clear. Businesses keep moving here. People keep moving here. The economic keeps expanding. The economy still keeps expanding. Idaho's tax climate, regulatory environment, and quality of life remain major draws, and that shows up in real economic activity. Now, where you guys as entrepreneurs, business owners should be paying attention here. So where does this leave you as a business owner or an entrepreneur? Here are the opportunity zones. Workforce and retention solutions. Hiring is hard. Businesses need help attracting, training, and keeping people. Healthcare support systems, not doctors, infrastructure, logistics, staffing, sanitation, tech, admin support. I would still say, even though doctors isn't part of this report, obviously we still need more and more people to become medical professionals. Business to business services. Companies servicing companies tend to be more stable and scalable in markets like Idaho. And then lastly, efficiency and cost control solutions. In tight markets, where ag, healthcare, or construction, people pay for anything that saves time, labor, or money. Opportunities right now doesn't come from guesses. It comes from solving real problems created by growth and constraint at the same time. So, where does this leave everyone? Idaho's economy isn't perfect. Some sectors are under pressure, hiring is competitive, and growth brings its own challenges. But the fundamentals here are strong. Low unemployment, diversified industries, population growth, and a business-friendly environment still makes Idaho a place where builders can win. The question isn't whether opportunity exists, it's whether you're paying attention to where it's shifting. So if you have a company that's been around for 50 years and you're like, you know what, I've said this over and over, guys, I'm just going to keep doing it the way I've always done it. It doesn't always work that way. Things are shifting. Idaho's growing. Idaho's shifting. So you have to pay attention to what the trends are. So go out there, guys. Be happy, be grateful, find opportunities to serve others, and find the opportunities. And if there's something you can tweak within your business to drive more demand or more productivity, especially more profits, do it. So have a great week. Have a great day. And go after it. Adios. That's it for today's Idaho Business Podcast. Hopefully you learned something new. And if you didn't, I've got a cheat code for you. Go to theidahobusinesspodcast.com, enter your email, and get my 20 golden rules for business. It's packed with my best advice, plus it's free. Subscribe, leave a review, share this with a friend. Until next time, keep hustling, keep laughing, and keep Idaho awesome.